Hi friends, let us make Nigerian egg roll. It's a perfect egg roll and this is a perfect recipe you ever come across. So we're going to start by boiling our egg. After boiling your egg, please soak it in cold water for a bit so the shell comes off easily. So we're going to deshell our egg. For this particular video, I'm using 8 eggs. I boiled 8 eggs. And the measurements I'm going to be dropping in the description box is a measurement that is perfect for making 8 sizable egg rolls. So right here, I'm done removing the shell from our eggs. Take a look at the eggs sitting pretty. As I said earlier, please don't forget to check for the measurement in the description box or comment section. So I'm using 4 cups of flour. I measured very well, okay? And as I measured, I made sure I saved the flour. Saving of the flour is not something you must do, but for people like me that don't like seeing any stones or whatever in my flour, I always make sure I save my flour. I also save almost all the dried ingredients I use. So after saving the flour, I also went in with my baking powder and salt. Yeah, I saved my baking powder and my salt also. One of the popular flavor used in making egg roll is nutmeg. So I'm using nutmeg for this particular recipe, but I just want you to try using cinnamon and vanilla extract. It does a lot. It gives a really good taste in your egg roll. So in case you want to play around the flavors you get, you can just decide to use cinnamon and vanilla extract. So in here, I've gone in with my flour, my sugar, my salt, and my nutmeg powder. So I used my spatula to give that a really good mix. So I'm going in with my sugar here. And I combine everything together. Please do well to make sure everything is thoroughly combined, because you don't want some parts of your egg roll to be sugary and the other parts to taste bland. So that's why you have to make sure everything is thoroughly combined. All your dried ingredients is thoroughly combined before we start adding our wet ingredients. I know there are some people that are rubbing their margarine in the flour for it to form breadcrumbs before putting in their wet ingredients. But for this recipe, I used melted butter. So we're going to go in with our eggs, give that a good mix, then go in with our melted butter, okay, before going in with our milk. For this recipe, I used powdered milk because I love how powdered milk tastes in my egg roll. So I dissolved the powdered milk in warm water. Yeah, I dissolved in warm water and added it as a wet ingredient, just as you can see, because I really like the flavor powdered milk gives. So we're going to mix that thoroughly with our spatula, okay? You have to make sure you mix thoroughly. And after a while, I'm going to use my hand to do a proper mixing. I'm making this for myself and my family, so I'm allowed to wash my hand and use my hand to do the mixing. My hand is clean here, so I just brought it out to my working table and I start mixing. So you're just going to flour your work surface to make things easy for you to mix, okay? Please be sure to mix your dough and don't make your dough too light, and also don't make it too thick. The consistency should just be in between light and thick for you to have the perfect dough. Can you see how it is? So nice. There's an error some people make, and it is putting too much margarine in your egg roll. Please, that is not allowed at all. Just stick to measurements. If you put too much margarine, you regret it later when you're frying, and it doesn't come out nice at all. I know we want things that have a lot of butter, but then you don't want to risk it, okay? So I'll flour my work surface. See how good my dough looks. When I flour my work, oh wow, so stretchy, so nice. So when I flour my work surface, I divide my dough into equal parts, because I don't want some egg roll to be bigger than the others. You see how workable my dough is. So nice to the hand, so soft to the hand. I mean, so easy to work. If you don't follow the measurements I put in the description or the proper measurement, you will notice your dough won't be workable at all. Like you won't be able to use your dough to cover your egg or to wrap your egg properly well. Okay, that's why you need to stick to measurement. You need to stick to measurement for a particular recipe, just so you get everything perfectly fine. This dough was so workable, so nice. So how nice it is on my hand. Okay, you can easily know, even from this video, you know it will be easy to work with. So when we are done portioning all of that, we're going to bring out our eggs. Please make sure your dough isn't too light or too thick. Okay, make sure it's not too light or too thick. So we're just going to use it to cover our egg this way. If there's any extra after covering, you cut it out and make sure you roll that into an almost perfect circle, just like this. Can you see I'm rolling? You don't need to be perfect, okay? That's why I say you roll it into an almost perfect circle. So you have to repeat the same process for all the portions you have. I think we should have egg roll maker just the same way we have meat pie cutter. Don't you think that would be nice? So you can take the stress off us. So whomever will come up with that technology, please be fast so you make it easy for us, okay? Instead of us to waste our time to be rolling this, to be making sure we have a perfect or an almost perfect round egg roll, you can just produce something for us that we easily use to roll our egg rolls, okay? So whomever does that, I've given you a suggestion or an idea of something to produce. So well guys, we are done rolling. Okay, I think my own is almost perfect. Almost perfect. I didn't say perfect. So you're going to be frying in a deep oil. Okay, even though mine is not so deep, but just make sure you fry in a deep oil, and also be sure not to overcrowd your pan or whatever you're using to fry. Okay, make sure you don't overcrowd your pan or whatever you're using to fry. Another important thing to pay attention to is your heat. Please always fry on medium to low heat. Low to medium heat, please. Low to medium heat, just so your egg roll does not get brown on the outside and inside is still raw or uncooked. So make sure you fry on low heat or medium heat. At every point, if there's any need to adjust your light sauce, please adjust it. If you want to adjust it to medium, adjust it to medium. If you want to adjust it to low, please adjust it to low. That's one thing about egg roll, just so your outside is not looking all brown and nice, but then the inside is not properly cooked. You don't want that. So you guys, this is a perfect Nigerian egg roll. So let me know, are you going to be trying this? Thanks for watching. If you watched up to this point, please do well to give us a follow and subscribe to our channel. Bye.